Welcome back. Now let's talk about something different. The Nigerian police force has expressed concern over the lack of interest of young Nigerians from the southern part of the country in joining the force. The force lamented the situation, saying it became evident in the ongoing recruitment exercise as mostly northerners applied to join the service as recruits. According to a statement by the police spokesman, Frank Mba, a total of 81,005 applications were received nationwide in January. Out of this figure, only 1,404 applications, that's less than 2% of the total applications, were received from the 5 states in the southeast and 261 from Lagos State, with Anambra State having the least figure of 158 applicants. Now, at a time when the country needs all hands to be on deck to tackle the current security challenges bedeviling every nook and cranny of this country, why are young people from the south of the country shying away from joining the Nigerian police force? And what impact could this have on the idea of state policing being pushed by a lot of Nigerians? Let's find out now from a former commissioner of police and the current special advisor on security to the Oyo State governor, Mr. Owoseni. Mr. Owoseni, thank you very much for joining us on the program. What do you make of this report? Does it give you some kind of concern?
Good afternoon, DEJI, and thank you for having me. I wouldn't say that it's given me much concern. It is not a new thing. It has been like that. And, you know, joining the service, either the military or the police, or going to do any other work, is a matter of choice. If the people feel that it is not lucrative enough, if they feel that it's not sustaining enough in terms of earning a living, so they won't be forced to join. But what someone like me will say is that I will encourage them to join the service. I will rate the police as one of the noblest jobs. We served 135 years meritoriously. But the implication of all this is that with all the agitation and the noise that we've been making, the president is favoring one place or the other, or something like that. So this is a clear indication of what is happening, rather than, you know, blaming anyone why Southerners are not probably getting to head some of these organizations. If you don't join, you would not have anybody to present when it comes to making appointments. And that is why we should look at it very well. Opinion leaders, elders should encourage our people, our folks, to join. It may not be as sustaining as some other job, because incentives also have to come in here. But everything is not about money. We should recognize that service to humanity is very, very important, and it's bigger than money. It is not about.
But do you really think money is the only reason? Because if you say money, it would appear the young people, the youth from the north, do not like money. It's only the youth from the south who like money. So is it just the money that is causing this?
We have different orientation. Like I mentioned, it is not new. Even for some of us that were there before, it has always been the case that some states in the southern part of the country have always shied away from joining this, because they will tell you that my colleague that is working in Shell, the one that is working in the bank, this is how much they receive or whatever. So it is about, it's tied to orientation and some cultural beliefs and all those things. Service to humanity, civic responsibility, all those things are dying in our system. And the young people now, they don't want to do 1, 2, 3 to get to 10. They want to take from 1 and get to 9 and 10. So they don't believe in patience. And like I said, emphasis, service to humanity, and rendering service to one nation. We don't see it, the young people don't see that as important again. It is what they will derive that matters to them a lot.
And of course, we're talking about just the police now. I mean, it may not be any different at all, even in the military as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, with this, we're all calling, most Nigerians say the one state police. If you want state, one of the reasons why people say the one state police, and we've heard this argument over and over again, that it's always good, for instance, that even with the current system you have, it's always good to post policemen to where they are from, because they tend to understand the terrain and all of that. But if you have this kind of situation where a particular people from a particular part of the country are not joining the force, and you have people from other parts who are joining the force in droves, it's a no-brainer that eventually what you would have would be that you would have a section of the country dominating the force. And then will there be any ground for the other section who refuse to join to complain?
It's a food for thought for our leaders in the South, especially in the Southwest, to ponder about that. Is it by shunning, not joining, that we will get what we are clamoring for, or to be there, to be players in that field? Police service, it's just about passion. If you don't have passion for it, forget it. And most of the young people that we have now, they hardly have passion for anything. Talk of the police.
No passion for community service, yes, so to speak.
It's about passion. So it's not about what you derive from it. People would say, oh, they abuse police to say they are bribe takers, they are this and whatever. Which profession don't they abuse people? So it's just about, oh, I have passion for this and I want to do it. I will plead and I will encourage our young people that it is about you. It is about your background. It's a very noble job. And of course, if they join, the sky is their limit.
But don't you also think that, when young people, let me just use Lagos as a clear example. There's a police barracks on your way. You would know it because you were a former commissioner in Lagos. There's a police barracks now on your way to the airport, just on a major road. You look at that barrack looking so completely dilapidated and decrepit that when young people, pass through a place like that, they don't get inspired when they see those kind of picture of police facilities that are almost rotten. So that if you really want to attract young people and you really want to inspire them to join the force, then pictures like that should not be seen at all. I mean, that authorities should make the effort to ensure that they turn things around for the force.
If they don't join to go and make an impact and change the narrative, no one is going to change the narrative for them. So they should join and go and contribute to their quota. They may become the Inspector General of Police. We have in the history of the Nigeria Police Force people that joined as police constable and rose to become Inspector General of Police. So it is when they are there that they can make a change and that they can make impact.
No, but I don't know if you actually got my question. I said, when young people see, dilapidated police infrastructure like what you have in Lagos. I mean, there's this police barracks on your way to the airport, not looking good at all. When young people see pictures like that, I mean, those kind of pictures tend to discourage them from joining the force.
DEJI, I got your question. It is not about being discouraged. It will not change if people don't go in there to change it. So seeing the dilapidated building, they should make up their mind that, oh, I want to change this narrative. I want to change the single story that they are talking about the police. I want to change the single story. They are talking about the public service. So some people have to come and change it. And for a service like the police, it is not about pleading and begging people. If you don't have passion for it, you don't have business in it. It is not the kind of a job that you will do that you will say, oh, you want to be on top of everybody. It is service to humanity. And of course, the first thing is about having passion for it.
Mr. Fatai Hosseini, security advisor to the governor of Oyo State and a former police commissioner. Thank you very much for talking to us on the program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, that's how much we can take on the program this week. We thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.